What game is that? I don't know.
Yeah. Anyways, we've got some Smash singles coming up. We've got CTQ and
Oljace.
Oljace.
He is a local Yoshi. He typically does okay, but he's been out for a bit.
Okay.
And CTQ is self-proclaimed up-and-coming Bayonetta in our scene.
All right. So, and both are from Minnesota?
Both Minnesotans.
Okay. It's been a while since I've been in Minnesota, but you guys always host amazing events. The production quality is always on point.
CTQ is actually Wisconsin. He's in Hudson,
technically
over the border.
He self-identifies as a Minnesotan, though. Though
so
if Wisconsin wants to claim him,
he's throwing away his Wisconsin pride? Come on, man. All right, first picking up Bayonetta, now throwing away your hometown? Come on. That's
How do you feel about the Packers? Because clearly he's also a Packers fan.
But how can you claim to be a Minnesota wearing a Packers? Man, that's why I'm wearing green, because I actually am a Packers fan.
There you go.
So I'm so torn on CTQ right now.
Yeah, there's a lot of pros, a lot of cons. What's your decision here?
Gosh. Well, Oljace plays Yoshi, so we'll see what color he picks.
Seems like random. Rainbow Yoshi.
Probably random.
Rainbow Yoshi.
Just waiting for this with the start of it.
Got to adjust some sound levels, get all that taken care of.
Now, speaking of Yoshi, one skin I want to see is a Yarn Yoshi.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking.
I'd love to see that.
So cuddly.
They're so good. That game is actually underrated. So Yoshi's Woolly World on the Wii U. It's so good. And I know it's coming to the Switch soon, or has, maybe. I'm getting a Switch in the fall, so.
Fair enough.
Don't know what's out there yet. But anyway, we're going to start off singles on Lilat. We got Red Yoshi versus Red Bayonetta.
Fortunately, not too hard to confuse, though. And, Bayo has a severe advantage in this matchup, but anything's possible, man.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, since Bayonetta's release, everyone's been trying to find their counterpick with that character. Lilat, unfortunately, depending on the way it tilts, is going to be a bit of a problem for anyone against Bayonetta, just because those ground pistols, as we saw, just oppressing character movement, making it very difficult to approach. You don't want to approach in the air against Bayonetta, because that witch twist is going to take you out. And like we see, just eating damage, but Yoshi actually racks up a ton of damage really quickly.
He does. And as you might have noticed, our CTQ style is definitely, he wants to time you out. So if you let him not go to Smashville or go to any place that is, heavily Bayonetta favored, like Lilat, he's just going to sit there and he will nair bullet arts, he will down tilt. We'll see how Oljace copes with that. Hopefully, apparently with a spike.
And I think maybe Oljace already picks up on that. Like, okay, CTQ is being very slow. Maybe looking at that timeout. I mean, 6-minute timer can sometimes go quick, and sometimes it can take forever, just depending on how the matchup's going.
Ooh, but gets the air dodge read, takes him off the top. Oljace taking it up with stock.
Oh, and then we're quickly back. As soon as the crowd got hyped, it was like, yo, let's go. Oh.
But you have been able to see at least some of Oljace's knowledge of the matchup. He's jumping out of the rapid jabs, using that super armor to his advantage.
Unfortunately, I think he's out of a jump right now, and he's going to get carried. Unfortunately, I think he had used his super jump and just didn't SDI correctly out of that.
That game was like 1 minute and 40 seconds, a full minute of which was camping. That went from 0 to 60 so fast.
Oh my gosh. I was looking at the timer and I was like, okay, he might time him out. I'm like, oh, Yoshi's got the first kill. Okay, now he's dead. And he got carried.
And that's what I was about to say. Oljace does have kind of a collection of characters. Wouldn't be surprised to see him switch, and we have them marked. A supposed Bayo counter, kind of. It's the flavor of the week kind of deal.
I'm going to throw this out there. Without MKLeo, would anyone say Marth beats?
No.
Exactly.
Flavor of the week. But
and that's not to say Marth is terrible in this matchup. No. I'm just saying we don't see other Marth players beat Bayonetta.
Hey, don't count Oljace out, man.
No, I'm not. I'm rooting for him. So because I actually secondary Marth.
Fair enough.
For the past year. So I'd love to pick up some chips, see what he does. No pun intended.
And he has taken the stage that he gets to live a little longer, and he doesn't get camped out as hard. Will it matter, though? At which time could it be death?
Ooh, gets out of the combo. This is why I have a little problem with Marth against Bayonetta, because it always seems predictable when Marth is going to approach with short hop fair or back air. It just seems so predictable to get witch timed. That's why I struggle to see this matchup working in Marth's favor. But I mean, who exactly does great against Bayonetta?
Yeah, she has very positive matchups. But I think it's going to be imperative that somehow Oljace mixes up his landing options, maybe gets a few tomahawks. So right now, it's just not looking good.
Back air. Oh, Oljace is still in it. I mean, we've seen Marth take out kills very quickly. He gets a shield break, and I mean, if you're at 20% or more, you're dead.
Yep. And the problem, though, is we already saw in the last game, CTQ's perfectly happy just sitting doing campy bullet art things.
Yeah,
it's all on Oljace.
And this is tough because now Oljace has to be the one that puts on a pressure. But unfortunately, a lot of air dodges, and Marth's biggest weakness is actually coming back to the ground.
But he does get a good juggle state, and those tippers can kill off the top, off the side. We'll see what Oljace can put together.
That's true. And these platforms are actually perfect for Marth to get those up tilt kills.
Now you can see almost Oljace is already getting afraid to kind of commit. He's already afraid of that first switch time. He's kind of running a lot.
Oh no, 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 no.
And that's Battlefield. The counter pick coming into play. On most stages, he would have died for that.
Yeah, definitely. Ooh, I would have said down throw to up air.
But he does get to try to edge guard. Ooh, getting a little thirsty for this kill. Forward smashing, trying to get the 2-frame.
Yeah, and oh, good forward air. Now, a good tipper back here will kill Bayonetta. I don't... Man, I never know when Bayonetta's coming back.
Just assume always.
Right.
And I know Marth has the trump to back air. He's letting CTQ back.
I was going to say, he's grabbed like 5 times on the ledge. Like, please. I was about to come up there and shout, do F smash.
Then you get an infraction for coaching.
Would anyone have been mad?
Oh, no, actually, these 2 in doubles, CTQ and his partner did call an infraction on coaching once from the crowd. So it's very possible.
Wow.
But Oljace, 122%. A lot of Marth rage. Makes you nervous, Bayonetta.
Oh, that was okay. Oh, careful.
Things are calming
One
down.
witch time in a Smash. Good Dancing Blade. Yo, a tipper on the edge of Dancing Blades could kill. Ooh, that was...
He's getting a little fishy there. He's very nervous, especially because recovering against Bayonetta is never fun. We'll see.
Oh, no, and unfortunately, he's not making it back.
No.
You know, he almost got that stage spike, though.
He did.
That was coming. That was going in his favor real quick.
After that first, like, 100% on that first stock, and even a little bit in the second stock, Oljace really started to gain composure.
I liked his Yoshi in Game 1. I really did. With Bayonetta, though, that's tough. Yeah. That's tough. So we'll see if we see him again. Maybe some Marth come back, maybe Yoshi, maybe someone else.
But CTQ moving on a swift 2-0, showing that he doesn't really care who you play. He's going to time you out.
I've got Bayonetta. So I've got the counter pick. So.